everybody, welcome to the Impressive Channel. Now, it was announced that Kendrick Lamar would be headlining the Super Bowl halftime show next year in New Orleans, and it generated a lot of responses. Now, there were some people who were excited about it, but there were also some people who weren't here for it because they felt like the spot should have gone to Lil Wayne, and I'm going to talk about that in a minute, but I do want to say I think this is a great look for Kendrick, and I'm pretty excited, honestly, because in my opinion, Kendrick is one of the best hip-hop performers of all time. The man can really put on a show, so anybody who thinks he's going to be boring or he doesn't have enough hits, think again, because he's going to show y'all. Like, Kendrick is not going to disappoint. Trust me when I say this. And there are a lot of people that he could bring out. He could definitely recreate the whole pop-out show. He could bring out Rihanna for Loyalty. He could bring out Janet Jackson for Poetic Justice. How iconic would that be? I mean, there's a lot that he could do, so I'm definitely looking forward to his show. And I have to say, Kendrick is very calculated. He played this whole beef with Drake masterfully because if you remember on First Person Shooter, Drake was bragging about him and J. Cole being big as the what? Big as the Super Bowl. But who ended up actually landing that Super Bowl halftime show? Kendrick Lamar. Bro. I mean, this is just crazy. But you know something? Even though I'm excited to see Kendrick perform, I feel weird about how this whole thing came about. Like, there are some politics involved that is making me go, because obviously this is a blow to Drake. And you got to ask, who selected Kendrick to headline the halftime show? Jay-Z. Jay-Z is the curator of the halftime show. He and his company Roc Nation have a deal with the NFL. So he has a lot of influence on who gets to perform. Yes, you have some input by the director and the producer of the show, and the host city also gets a say-so, but Jay-Z has a big influence as well, and people should not try to downplay it. I mean, you can look on his company site, rocknation.com. They explicitly say they spearhead the selection of the performers for the halftime show, and they also assist with production and promotion. They do a lot for the halftime show. So Jay-Z has a lot of influence, which is why for the past 4 years, we've seen nothing but black acts headline the Super Bowl. And that's a good thing. I have to give props to Jay-Z for that because he really put on for the culture. And I'm not mad that he picked Kendrick either. He probably picked him for some other reasons too. It's possible that they might be doing business with each other. I wouldn't be surprised to hear about a PG Lane and Roc Nation partnership in the future. But I think the more glaring reason or the more glaring suspicion why Jay-Z chose Kendrick to headline the halftime show is because he probably has an issue with Drake. Because why would you ask Drake's biggest op to headline the halftime show? Like, you got to ask these questions. It's a little odd.
I don't know what's going on when it comes to who's feuding with who and who has issues with who. I don't follow to really know what's going on. But what I do know is that a lot of things can be true. It could be some shady business going on behind the scenes that we don't know about. Or it could just be about business and it's really nothing really behind it. It can go two ways at this point. It can go two ways. Me personally, I don't know which way it's going because I don't know these people from Adam. So I don't know. I really can't say. What I'm thinking though is that it possibly could be tension behind the scenes that influenced his decision. I would say, you don't know what's going on really behind the scenes. You don't know if it's malicious or not because you don't know these people. Well, all we can go about is what they put out there to the public and what we know so far that is being put out there, which we're going to get into in a second because Nicki Minaj went on a whole rant on, Twitter about the whole situation and, shots were being thrown. Heavy shots were being thrown, okay? So, yeah, we're about to get into that. But me personally, what I think about this whole Kendrick or Lil Wayne situation, it would have been a great idea to have Lil Wayne and Young Money for the Super Bowl because they have hits after hits after hits. They literally took over the 2000s. Okay, they really, really did. Let's not act like they did not because they have. They have major influence, especially Lil Wayne, when it comes to the hip hop culture. So yeah, it would have been iconic, bitch. It would have been iconic, and it would have been very nostalgic. It would have brought back so many memories. You hear me? I would have gotten my life if Lil Wayne was, headlining the Super Bowl and actually brung out Young Money. That would have been great. That would have been phenomenal. But Kendrick is gonna do his thing, okay? I believe that Kendrick is also a good person to do the Super Bowl as well, because he has hits as well, and he can perform his ass off as a rapper. Let's not act like he can't.
And it kind of makes me think that Jay-Z don't really F with Drake anymore. And I do know Jay and Drake have a history of throwing subs at each other, but it was never a serious issue per se. It was just healthy competition.
I think Jay has a lot of respect for me, and he's aware of the massive amount of respect that I have for him at the end of the day. And I think we both enjoy our moments of, him, checking the young boy and me trying to be like, nah, I'm here,
Even though the competition between them was somewhat friendly, it got to a point where it was a little cutthroat at times, because there was a point when Drake and Lil Wayne were supposed to do a collaborative album, and Jay-Z and Kanye stole that idea and made Watch the Throne. And Kanye admitted that they did this because they were nervous about how big Drake was getting. I mean, Lil Wayne already had Jay-Z a little shook. And then Drake came in and he had both him and Kanye shook. I mean, especially Kanye. And so they came together to make Watch the Throne to one-up them. And this, of course, rubbed Drake and Wayne the wrong way.
You know that we still got to do that album.
Yes, you still go through that.
Some other guys are coming out of the album too. There's two other guys that are coming out together. Two other rappers that are coming out with an album together. I don't know where they got that idea, but
I took the bitch home. I asked her what she want to watch. She said, surely not the throne.
Ooh.
Me and Ho would have never made Watch the Throne with this nigga putting pressure on us like that.
Now, the whole Watch the Throne drama wasn't that serious at the end of the day. It was really all about competitiveness and machismo. And that's what hip hop is. It's a sport and rappers compete. But things got a little bit more intense. And there is this belief that the tides turned when Drake refused to join Jay-Z with his whole Tidal venture. At one point, Jay-Z was trying to push his own streaming platform, Tidal, and he got all of the big names in the industry to be on board. The only person who wasn't on board was Drake. Drake ended up signing a deal with Apple, and Apple was Tidal's rival company. And this rubbed Jay-Z the wrong way. And if you notice, after this happened, things started to hit the fan for Drake. One of his reference tracks was leaked. He was exposed for having a ghostwriter. And Jay-Z's artist, Meek Mill, began to attack him. If you look back on that, that really wasn't a coincidence. It seemed like it was orchestrated, right? Just like it seemed like it was orchestrated that Kendrick and Future and all of these guys in the hip hop industry started coming at Drake this year. And even though Drake is not innocent, he has thrown subs in his music. He slept with some of these guys' women. He's even done some backdoor business deals that rub some of his peers the wrong way. So he's not innocent, but it is really interesting to see how so many artists at one time started teaming up against him. And it seemed like an orchestrated plot to take him down. And some might say that Jay-Z had his hand in the whole thing. Who knows? Also, it didn't occur to me until just now, but didn't Drake side with Tory Lanez against Jay-Z's artist Megan Thee Stallion?
Yes, he did.
Didn't he imply that Megan lied about getting shot in his song Circle Loco? I don't know. That's another thing to think about. And who knows, maybe Jay-Z is punishing him by recruiting his biggest op, Kendrick, to headline the halftime show. And not only that, Jay-Z's affiliates like Elliott Wilson and Jack Dorsey have also been mocking Drake. And that's not a coincidence either. It really now makes sense that Drake decided to link up with 50 Cent because he needs an ally who's not afraid of Jay-Z. 50 has had his issues with Jay-Z too, and it was even put out there that Jay-Z didn't want 50 to perform at the Super Bowl, but the only reason why he made an appearance is because Eminem put his foot down and said he's not performing without 50.
Jay, you know, you gotta remember, he didn't want 50 at the Super Bowl. That was crazy.
They was trying to get him to do the Super Bowl without me. And when happened, like with Nori was
the big homie Jay-Z, right? I have to ask him this straight up. Who is the people that's on NFL? And he said to me, the white guy called for 50 Cent. Who's the white guy? Eminem called directly for 50. He said, I can't do it if I can't break 50.
I don't know. 50 never told me that, but I don't think Jay wanted him there. I don't know. It's competition. You got to think. 50 always been competition for Jay.
That's when I start saying crazy stuff because I look and I go, oh, that's your big homie. He imaged himself after a gay painter. It's okay for them, the award shows, not to give me the trophies. Even Jay-Z's career, you can look at that and say the association to Beyonce is when he started to receive the 16 17 Grammys since he's been with Beyonce.
Now, I do want to move on and talk about the whole Lil Wayne drama because a lot of people were upset that Jay-Z chose Kendrick to perform at the halftime show instead of Lil Wayne. The Super Bowl will be in New Orleans next year. That's Wayne's hometown, and he has already expressed interest in headlining the halftime show.
Ooh, Wayne finna be in the Super Bowl, y'all. We finna get a Wayne halftime show. Like, Wayne, what you do the Super Bowl?
Of course he would. Like, what kind of question was that?
I'm just asking a question, Wayne.
I will not lie to you. I have not got a call.
Hey, Jay, but I'm kind of folk, Jay.
But we all praying, you know. We praying, we keeping our fingers crossed. I'm working hard. I'm going to make sure this next album and everything I do is killer. So I'm going to make it very hard for them I want to just make it hard for them not to holler at the boy.
So Wayne absolutely wanted to do it, and I'm sure Jay-Z was aware of this. However, he chose Kendrick instead, and some people feel like this was a hater move. Like, how can you snub Lil Wayne? Did he snub him because maybe he wasn't in the best condition to perform and he would be a liability? Who knows? Did he snub him because he doesn't want him to bring out Nicki and Drake? That could be a possibility because Nicki and Drake don't kiss the ring. But it also could be that Jay-Z doesn't want any dealings with Young Money, period, because of the deal that fell through with him and Birdman and Lil Wayne. Now, if you remember, Jay-Z was trying to sign Young Money at one point, and this is during a time when Lil Wayne was financially struggling and he was going through a legal battle with Birdman and Cash Money. He wanted to pull his label Young Money away from Cash Money, and Young Money had Nicki and Drake on there, and we know Nicki and Drake are very lucrative artists.
Yep,
so
that's money.
Jay-Z was really eyeing that whole situation. He saw that Wayne was in a bind, and he wanted to help him because he really wanted to acquire Young Money. So he used this strategy that he typically does. What he does is he likes to court artists. He likes to lure them away from their label situation so he can sign them instead. He tried to do this with 2 Chainz. He wanted to sign him, but at the time, 2 Chainz was in business with his manager, DJ Tech, and he thought it would be disloyal to leave his situation with DJ Tech to go sign with Jay-Z.
Hove told me that you want to do business with you, and you turned him down.
So this is the real story about this, and I probably haven't even told you the whole story.
No.
So this is what happened. So after Kanye called every day, I got a call from Hove, and Hove was like, "I want you to come to New York. I heard you making a lot of noise." And the only reason, to clarify, the only reason that I did not go is because I said, "Can I bring my buddy Tech with me?" I said, DJ Tech. He was like, "Why you want to bring your DJ for?" But I'm trying to tell them that, bro, help me get to the point where I'm on your radar. And I just chose
that loyalty. That's why.
And they was just like, "No, we need you by yourself." And I just chose to, like, chill out.
Yeah.
Jay-Z also lured Megan Thee Stallion away from Carl Crawford and 1501 Certified Entertainment. He would do little things for her, and it was very easy for him to lure her away and get her to sign to his management company, Rock Nation.
And Rock Nation, they came to me, and I mean, they just started helping, like, just with random stuff. Like, I had to get myself enrolled back in school, and they helped with the whole process. Wow. Yeah, so I mean, like, it was a whole big old thing. It just felt like a family over there. So I was like, I definitely got to come over here. And I was so shook because Jay-Z just, like, walked in my meeting, and I was like, what?
Now, Jay-Z tried to use his luring tactic on Wayne. He paid off his taxes. I think he had like $14 million that he owed in taxes, which is a lot of money. But Jay-Z helped him pay it off. He helped him when he was at his lowest point. And to be honest, what he did for Wayne was really big because nobody was willing to look out for him like that. Nobody had the means to look out for him like that.
But it was for a reason.
So I will say Jay-Z was a real one for helping him out of his situation at that time. However, he wasn't doing it completely out of selflessness. He wanted something in return. He was trying to lure Lil Wayne away from Birdman, and he wanted to acquire Young Money so he could also have Drake and Nicki Minaj under his thumb.
If you get these three, Nicki, awesome. Queen of this rap shit, period. She gonna do numbers regardless. No matter, she have such a solid ass fan base that you can't touch her. I'm sorry. It is what it is. You can't touch her. I'm just speaking facts, okay? I'm just speaking facts. You cannot touch her. Drake, another one. Amazing. When it comes to the industry, they want to be able to make money off of you. If you seem like you are making this, they're gonna want you. They're gonna want you bad. They're gonna want you really bad. So like Impressive said, you could tell, you know, Roc Nation, they be doing this type of thing where they kind of reel their people that they want over there in by doing gestures, amazing gestures at that, to get them to come over and sign to them, you know? And I mean, hey, if that's how they want to do it for business moves, it is what it is. But you can tell the pattern here. And I guess because he didn't get Young Money, because he didn't get the big three, kind of probably did leave a bad taste in his mouth because he didn't get the big three. Them three right there.
Birdman put his foot down.
Yeah. So we're trying to sign you and Young Money.
Yeah.
Okay. So when you were doing the mixtapes already.
Yeah. What he was doing was he just trying to help in any form and fashion. Wow. So you know, if I gotta sign your mom, man, whatever I gotta do to help you out in your situation you're going through right now. He's like, Jay's just a good guy, man. Just a good guy. It was nothing but a simple thing, just a friend to friend. I just want to help you. Simply. That's all it was. I just want to help you, man, in any way I can.
There's people like Jay-Z. You know what I mean? He helped me when I was really, really, really down. He don't want me to talk about it, don't want me to tell nobody. Jay don't want me to tell nobody. That man helped me with my tax.
Which is
You
big.
mentioned Lil
That's
Wayne.
big.
I know that you guys were this close to signing Wayne. What happened with that deal? Because I mean, Wayne was damn near saying he was Rockefeller,
That's an
and then
awesome
it just
gesture.
went left.
The truth is, after I had a meeting with Wayne, I had a relationship with Baby, so I felt it was only right to call him. Mm-hmm. I called him out of respect, like, yo, I was talking to Wayne, just letting you know, boom, boom, boom. So after that, I think we received a letter at our office for like torturous interference from a lawyer, and I was like, whoa.
Was it sports?
They do that? It was like, whoa. And it just all went from there.
So Jay-Z's attempt to snatch Young Money away did not work. And, there was no business that he could do with Lil Wayne, Nicki, and Drake. And it was frustrating because he wanted to make some money off of them. And I know it was annoying because they kept getting bigger and bigger, which is why the industry sent people to try to take them down. But yeah, I think this is probably one of the reasons why Jay-Z probably did not select Wayne for the halftime show. It could be due to that failed business deal with Young Money. And a lot of people didn't like the fact that Wayne was snubbed. In fact, his daughter, Reginae Carter, said they envy greatness. Birdman also said, hating ish for real. These ends P. Nicki Minaj, Drake, Lil Wayne, Young Money, Cash Money, billionaires. I make these ends respect us on Gladys. Lil Wayne's manager, Fabian, said, confused, disappointed, angry, but most of all, inspired. We'll never again be in a position or have a GOAT in a position where we're at the mercy of someone else's decision. We will make the decisions. Master P and Lil Boosie spoke out and talked about how unfair it was that Wayne wasn't going to be headlining. The rapper Juvenile also spoke out.
Y'all done threw 11 Super Bowls in New Orleans, man. Y'all have yet to put a hip-hop artist from New Orleans on the damn Super Bowl. But this time it really hit hard when you don't have Lil Wayne on the show. I don't see how y'all don't have Lil Wayne doing a halftime show.
Cameron and Mace also called Jay-Z out for not letting Wayne do the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Listen, you don't get Lil Wayne in New Orleans for the Super Bowl. There's no reason why Lil Wayne should not be performing the Super Bowl. There's one person who's stopping this. Lil Wayne had a problem with somebody before who's kind of part of the organization running it. This is payback. Who's that? Who's Lil Wayne artist? Drake.
Yeah,
this is
hating at this age is crazy.
It's crazy,
Yeah.
bro. It's ridiculous. Like Mike, this some hip hop shit that you probably don't know what's going on. To be totally honest with you, so we'll school you behind the scenes. Lil Wayne not to be performing in New Orleans for the Super Bowl is egregious.
Nicki Minaj also spoke up in defense of Lil Wayne and was bold enough to throw shade at Jay-Z. She said one end took a knee, the other end took the bag. He gonna get you ends in line every effing time. Now, what is she referring to? She's referring to Colin Kaepernick being blackballed from the NFL because he took a knee in protest against police brutality against black people. And Jay-Z seemed to support Colin at first. I mean, he even wore his jersey. But then Jay turned around and signed a deal with the NFL and said, we're past kneeling. He said, forget what Colin talking about. I'm trying to get this money.
What are we going to do? You know what I'm saying? So reach millions and millions of people, or we get stuck on Colin not having a job. Okay, I think we passed kneeling.
And we sure got past it, didn't we? Man, that's messed up. Nicki also said this, got everything in the world, still spiteful and evil, disgusting. Be happy, I beg. Go effing be happy, dude. In rap business and women business, when you got the politicians and the police, you good though. She also said, I tried to tell y'all, but y'all wanted brunch. I'm on an effing roll. Wait, hack. So she's referencing how people want to overlook things because they want to go to Jay-Z's Rock Nation brunch. She also said, denying a young black man what he rightfully put into this game for no other reason but your ego. Your hatred for Drake and Nicki got you punishing Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne, the GOAT? Nola, what's good? Eminem stood firm on having 50 Cent come out, a white man. It's sad. House N-word things. But it's good. F them. No loyalty? Well, them ends will keep sunning you. She also said this that kind of had me gagging a little bit. She said, God forbid if Wayne has to leave this earth right now, the culture would be in mourning. That's why so many people keep saying, give our legends their flowers while they are still around to smell them.
True.
Sitting around all day playing games with people's life and legacy. God ain't sleep. G. Robinson, you'll learn too very soon.
What's G. Robinson?
So G. Robinson used to work at Rockefeller. He was under Jay-Z's guidance, and then he became Nicki's manager at one point, but they fell out clearly. She also said, want ends to suck his D for a Grammy. Want them to suck his D to do the halftime show. Ooh, LOL. Glad I did it already, meaning that she performed at the halftime show already. Madonna brought her out years ago. She also said, threatening any outlet who shows me love. Niglet, if you don't get gone.
Nicki.
Wow. That was a lot.
Yeah.
That was a lot. And she also responded to somebody who pointed out the fact that Rock Nation kept tagging their brand to her brand. And she said, yep, everyone's aware. Clearly they don't care. So why should I? What I'ma do, child? She also went on to say, you can love and respect Kendrick and still love and respect Wayne. Even Kendrick loves and respects Wayne. Every real rapper loves and respects Wayne. Nicki was standing 10 toes down behind Wayne, and I don't blame her. I mean, he helped her career.
Right.
But this whole situation kind of showed me that the beef is real. The beef is real between Jay-Z, Rock Nation, and Young Money. It's real. It's real. And honestly, I hate that this whole situation is dampening Kendrick Lamar's moment because this is a big moment for him, and I think he's going to do a great job. I wouldn't be surprised if he did try to get Wayne to show up at the halftime, even though I don't know if that's going to happen. But if he put on for New Orleans and brought all these New Orleans rappers out, that would be a moment.
He should bring out Lil Wayne.
Would.
That would be.
Anyway, tell me what y'all think about this video.
He don't need to do anything. Let's start there. It would be great if he would bring out Lil Wayne. That would be amazing. That would be amazing. But let's be clear, he don't gotta do shit. Okay? He don't gotta do anything. But it really did kind of dim Kendrick's light when it comes to him headlining the Super Bowl. This is a big moment, you know, for him. And it kind of like got overshadowed by the drama. So yeah, that's kind of, you know, that kind of sucks. But at the end of the day, we don't know what's going on behind closed doors, guys. And clearly, it's a lot of shit going on behind closed doors. Like I said before, I believe that Kendrick and Lil Wayne would have done a great job at the halftime Super Bowl show. It really doesn't matter to me who performs, you know. But it's definitely deeper than just performing at a damn halftime show. Clearly. It's way deeper than that. But yeah, y'all, what do you guys think about the situation? Leave your comments down below. Are you here for Kendrick Lamar performing at the halftime show and you think that this is just blown out of proportion and not that deep and it's just ridiculous? Or do you think that Lil Wayne should have been headlining the Super Bowl and Kendrick should have not had this moment as of yet? Leave your comments down below and let me know. If you want to see more of me, okay, I have 2 other channels. My couples channel, my gaming channel, which is going to be in the description and in the comments down below. Make sure you guys go and check those 2 channels out and support those channels as well. And yeah, that's about it. I hope everybody have an amazing Tuesday. And remember, don't worry about failure. You only have to be right once. Peace.
Genetics with the fucking plug.